Hi, my name is Rishan Kumar, and this is my mini project assignment. And the topic I'm going to do is under awareness project of ecotoxicology. I'm going to talk about the introduction of ecotoxicology. Ecotoxicology is a study of the effects of toxic chemicals on biological organisms, especially at the population, community, ecosystem, and biosphere levels. And ecotoxicology also studies can inform the choice of action to restore ecosystem services, structures, and functions efficiently and effectively. Therefore, ecotoxicology differs from environmental toxicology in that it integrates the effects of stresses across all levels of biological organization, from the molecular to whole communities and ecosystems. Whereas environmental toxicology includes toxicity to humans and often focuses upon effects at the organism level and below. So whatever I'm explaining right now, you might not get it or you might not understand it because it's kind of confusing. It was confusing for me too, but later on when you see the slides, when you see the video, when you watch the video, you will kind of get the idea. So now we're about to go to the physical properties of chemicals. First of all, formaldehyde. Solids, liquids, gases, vapors, dust, fumes, fibers, and mist are all examples of toxic materials. And at room temperature, formaldehyde is a combustible, colorless gas with a terrible suffocating odor. Formaldehyde is one of the most essential industrial chemicals because it reacts readily with a wide range of compounds and polymerizes easily. Formaldehyde is a systemic toxin that is easily absorbed through inhalation. That means formaldehyde can be absorbed into our body when we breathe in. That's what you call inhalation. The vapor is a serious respiratory and skin irritant that can result in dizziness or asphyxia. At room temperature, formaldehyde is a colorless, highly poisonous and combustible gas that is slightly heavier than air. It has a pungent, very unpleasant odor that can be detected at low doses but may not provide enough warning of hazardous concentrations for susceptible people. Next, I would like to talk about the physical properties of mercury. At normal temperature, mercury is a silvery white, lustrous metal that is liquid. Mercury is an element that can be found in the air, water, and soil. Different mercury compounds can cause neurological and behavioral problems when inhaled, ingested, or absorbed via the skin. And basically, mercury is a very, 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 very dangerous toxicant. It's a very dangerous toxicant. It can cause death if it affects humans, animals, and plants. Next, I would like to go to the physical properties of lead and pesticides. Lead is a soft silvery white or grayish metal in the periodic table group 14. Lead is a poor conductor of electricity and it's exceedingly malleable, ductile, and dense. Lead, considered by alchemists to be the oldest of metals, is extremely durable and corrosion resistant. Next, I would like to go to the physical properties of pesticides. The mode of action, dosage, mode of application, and subsequent environmental chemodynamics of pesticides are all determined by their physical qualities. Pesticides have a wide range of physical properties depending on their chemical makeup and formulation. Next, I would like to go to the physical properties of fertilizers. Fertilizers, there are three actually. One is hygroscopicity, second is caking, third is dust formation. What are fertilizers? What is fertilizers? Fertilizers is a chemical content and production method that determines physical qualities. And for understanding product qualities and beneficial for fertilizers, handling, storage, and application. So as you can see on the slides, on the video above for this part, hygroscopicity, there are three actually: hygroscopicity, caking, and dust formation. Caking is affected by several factors, which is air humidity, temperature and ambient pressure, and also chemical composition. Usage of chemicals in industry. First is formaldehyde. They are used in automobile industries, plywood industries, healthcare industries, and also construction sites. Mercury are used in battery industries, medical industries, paper manufacturing, and also paint industries. And pesticides are used in agriculture to manage weeds, insect infestations, and illness. Usage of chemicals in industries. Lead are used in machinery manufacturing, radiation protection industries, light industries, and also shipbuilding industries. And finally, fertilizers are used in agricultural industries and plantation industries. Okay, now we might move to the environmental impact. First is formaldehyde effect. Animals exposed to formaldehyde can become sick, lose their capacity to reproduce, and live shorter lives. It can also alter their look and behavior. Next is lead and mercury effects. It increased the levels in the environment can cause plant and animal growth and reproductive problems, as well as neurological impacts in vertebrates. Next is pesticides and fertilizers effect. Soil pollutions by pesticides. The use of pesticides decrease the biodiversity in the soil, and this will impact the animals. Not only animals, will impact the humans, affect the humans, animals, and plants terribly. Okay, next, I would like to go to the toxic effects on living organisms. To humans will suffer from gastrointestinal, kidney dysfunction, nervous system disorders, skin lesions, vascular damage, immune system dysfunction, birth defects, and also cancer. This will lead to deform of babies, which is called birth defects, and skin lesions. It will cause a huge, it's not really a huge, it will cause just a slight swollen, but if you leave it there for a long time, it will cause a very huge effect. Okay, next I would like to go to the toxic effects to animals. The first sign of lead poisoning is finding dead animals. When affected animals are observed, they show signs of central nervous system, which is called CNS damage. They may cease grazing, appear dull and unresponsive, walk aimlessly, or be blind. Whereas under chemical pesticide exposure can be linked to cancer, endocrine disruptions, reproductive effects, neurotoxicity, kidney, liver damage, birth defects, development changes in a wide range of species. So in this, animals will not be able to get involved in their food chain because of these harmful toxicants. Okay, next is toxic effects to plants. Lead toxicity causes inhibition of ATP production, liquid parasitization, and DNA damage by overproduction of ROS. In addition, lead strongly inhibits seed germination, root elongation, seedling development, plant growth, transpiration, chlorophyll production, and water and protein consent. In these, the plants will not be able to process their photosynthesis because of these toxicants, which is very harmful, and it will cause damage to plants. Finally, we have reached the conclusion of this video, where chemicals are fundamental components of all living and non-living entities on the planet. And these harmful toxicants are very dangerous. It can cause death, it can cause harmful effects to humans, animals, and plants, and it can also reduce the population among humans and animals. And animals will be extinct, and our future generation will not be able to experience anything. So in order to control that, we should take our step. We should take the lead by organizing an awareness campaign on this ecotoxicology, so that it can help people understand how bad is it, how harmful it is. Thank you very much, and end of the video.